Mario.
What up? What up?
Puñeta, let's go, baby.
I don't know. You
back, man.
You can't say that shit today, man.
What?
Puerto Rico just lost.
Fuck it, with 3-1. That's all right. That's all right. We on to the next one in the World Baseball Classic.
The U.S.
And Puerto Rico has very low expectations going in this one. So
yeah, so like the three of the main dudes, right? Lindor,
4, bro. So no Correa, no Lindor,
and
no Baez, and then no Kiki Hernandez.
Oh shit.
So core 4 basically. But yeah, so they're not expecting to get far, man. But they've been doing dope. I think the further they get in this, the more amp we get. And y'all thought you got rid of Puerto Ricans for the rest of the year.
That's right.
Yeah, it's about to get fucking. Don't let us get to the championship game in this, or we're gonna be insufferable, bro.
I thought it was really cool that the games they were playing were actually in San Juan.
Yeah,
which I thought was really cool for them, man. Cool for the island.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that baseball classic. If you guys are not watching it, I mean, if you're a baseball fan, you're probably watching it. If you're even semi-interested, fucking watch, man. Like, these guys are playing their asses off.
Bro, the best way I can describe it is the World Baseball Classic is for Caribbean Latinos and Asians. It's what the World Cup is to South America and Europe.
That's a good analogy.
Like, I think that's how important it is to us. Like, we don't give a shit about soccer. Like, we're not good at soccer. We don't play that. Winning this means as much to us, I think, as winning the World Cup would mean to like a Colombian or an Englishman or, like an Italian, a Spaniard. Like, I think winning the WBC to Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, Venezuela, even, like, I know they're in South America, but I think Venezuela is more baseball than I think Japan winning this, I think, means more. And it's so, like, imagine the World Cup, but now, like, America is good at it too, like, really good. So I think it just annies up the stakes, I think. And
the U.S. team is stacked. Man. Dominican Republic looks like the team to be.
Just stack those guys,
But Japan is also putting up big numbers too, man. So it'll be interesting to see.
What a time. Yeah, man, what a time, man. I enjoyed it. It's been awesome, man. I love the WBC, man. It's become one of my favorite sporting events, I think, over the last few years. I love sports with a sense of urgency and just... I love the extra inning shit I always have. I love the Major League Baseball adopted that same thing. I loved every pitch. I love racist sports are the best. Like, can we be real, bro? Any sport where you pit races against one another, it's just slap. Like, let's be honest.
It's peaceful racism.
It's peaceful racism is amazing, bro. Nonviolent racism in sports is peak athletic. I think it's the pinnacle of sports, bro. Sorry, you were saying.
I think we had a couple of weeks ago we talked about, was it like Gary Owens was saying, like,
the black versus
white on the
would be the highest rated NBA All-Star game, possibly highest rated sporting event in the last fucking decade, other than like Super Bowls and World Cups. I think it would be amazing. I cut you off. You were saying something before. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I know we've been 2 weeks without. I've been.
Hey, man,
I miss you, man. I miss you. I miss y'all. I miss talking to the people.
Yeah, and you picked a hell of a fucking week or two to tell your job we gonna need you here. You can't. If we gonna bomb other countries and we suddenly gonna engage in warfare, I'm gonna need them to give you an excuse. This is the more important role here. All right.
Well, listen, man. So I was gone last week. I was in New York. And for those of y'all that know me, like, I'm from New York. And so it's always good. I will say this, man, like, every time I go back, I remember or like, I understand why my mother moved. Like, I wouldn't want to live there again, but I love going to visit for like somewhere between, 4 to 5 days, man.
I love
I do. I really love going there. One of the days, man, so one of my sons wanted me to go to the Nintendo store. He's still like a big Nintendo fan, and he wanted me to pick something up for him. So it was cool. Like, I went over there. I had him on, like, I had actually the family on video call.
Yeah.
And I'm showing him the store or whatever. But so do what I gotta do in there. I leave there. Which is dope because, like, I'm staying at the Hard Rock. Which shout out to the Hard Rock.
2 blocks away from the Nintendo
store.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Hard Rock, fucking amazing. They just do hotels. And listen, I am biased because I work for the company, but we do hotels right.
Yeah.
And so stay there. Anyway, walk to the Nintendo store,
No.
leave there. I walk half a block. I'm in Rockefeller Center, right? I'm in there.
Yeah, right there, right in front
Right
of
there,
Radio
right in front of
City,
it.
and yeah.
But bro, so I go to where the ice skating is happening. It's shut down because they actually have figure skaters fucking performing.
Oh, that's
So
cool as fuck.
the place, so I'm just like, I just stand, standing room only, obviously, right? It's no stadium, but it's like, so I'm watching the figure skaters, whatever. I got my family on a video call, so I'm showing them. Then I walk to Fifth Avenue, and what do I see, bro? A fucking protest about the war.
Okay.
So there's probably about 200 people coming down Fifth Avenue,
Okay.
right? And shouting things against our government, right?
Okay.
Or
So
against
anti-war
the
and even
US, yes.
okay.
But really, like, yeah, it's not even like it wasn't even like a F Trump or not. It was like shit like downing America,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Led by the NYPD. So the NYPDs are in front of them,
Okay.
not part of the
No,
protest.
no, no, but they have to protect, I guess,
Correct.
okay, yeah, yeah. They have to
So
keep things
they're
civilized.
in
Yeah.
front, they're in the back, which I thought was interesting. Off of Fifth Avenue, that big sort of entranceway that leads right to the skating rink.
Yeah. I know exactly.
So
Yeah.
the NYPD has that part blocked off because they're just like, yeah, you motherfuckers ain't coming down here.
Yeah, right.
Like,
You're not, yeah,
you're
yeah.
gonna stay down the path,
Now we
whatever,
were just
right?
up there, so I know exactly what you're talking
Okay.
about. Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, you're gonna stay down the path, and I'm sitting there and I'm going, yo, we live in the greatest country in the world, right? Like,
Yeah.
you get to have an organized protest that talks shit about the country,
Yeah.
but yet you're gonna use the country's, in this case, the state police, to escort you
To escort you. Meanwhile,
while
the
you talk
country
shit.
that you're defending was just killing people for the exact same thing 6 months
Right.
ago.
Not even 6 months ago,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Bro, it's
right.
so
Like maybe a
recent.
few weeks ago. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. It's a very uh I'm not even sure what the word is, man. I'm not articulate enough, I think, to come up with it. But it is an interesting conundrum to have, right? Because we practice our freedoms, right? And
Of
that
speech
includes
in
like
this
freedom of
case,
speech
right.
and shit, and being able to protest and all that. And that's what makes this country great, to
Yeah.
your point. And then at the same time, I go, man, we're so, and it's not that you shouldn't have a stance and you shouldn't have a belief and you shouldn't have, thoughts and ideas and have empathy for whatever your cause is. But it is wild that on the same country giving you the platform and allowing you this platform, they're not, that ironically the country that you're sort of defending is doesn't allow
Doesn't allow that.
that
Those same
that you would
freedoms.
have this like anti-American, because I go, yo, man, I love America. We're not perfect by any means.
No, and we're never gonna be, man.
And
Like,
I think part of what makes America great is the citizens should be critical, right? We should be critical of our government. We should be critical. We should be in the pursuit of perfection or of
yes.
advancement and whatever that is, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
harmony and peace and whatever.
We should be Lexus.
We should, right? Yeah, like we should be in in the pursuit of happiness, like
The pursuit of
the
perfection.
pursuit of perfection out there. So yeah, yeah, like we should be that. But we're gonna trip and fall. We're gonna have moments. We're gonna and that being able to criticize and have an opinion and all that is and our country responding is what makes America America, right? Like we had these protests in Minnesota, bro. Nobody's in Minnesota anymore, right? You don't hear about the ice in Minnesota anymore. They quietly kind of got the fuck out and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure the protests had a lot to do with that. Some behind the scenes conversations, all this stuff. Like that stuff does play a role, but it's also like ironic to me that I think the same people that are like, man, fuck this place or whatever, man, like, hey, yeah, the fact that you can say that and be critical of that, like, I love that you can do that. But also, like, there's a way to do that, I think, without being, I think you can be critical without, I don't even call it disrespect, but it's almost like being anti-America, because it's like you can be anti an idea, you can be anti a law, you can be anti
But
a
not
movement.
anti the country.
Right, yeah,
Yeah,
because the country isn't like that. Like and at the end of the day, bro, the people in charge right now get, or quote unquote, the people in charge, right, get 4 years, and then it's on to the next one, and we'll be crying about whatever the next person does.
Yep.
And like this America isn't in its totality the current administration, right?
Correct.
It is to an extent like some of it, but it's not in its totality, right? Like it's what makes America America. It's the greatest experiment of all time. Like, because that's what this place is, right?
Yeah.
It's a fucking experiment. Like,
But so man, it was cool. So like I watched that for a little bit, watch those folks walk by. Then I looped back around to 7th Avenue, and there was a separate protest of kind of supporting what was going on, with the
yeah,
war
yeah.
in Iran. So it's just like I'm just like, man, just that's so New York. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
you're
Like
right. It's
there's
the
just
melting
like
pot of opinions
yes.
and ideas and cultures and vibes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then meanwhile, in the midst of all that, there's just tourists all over the place and people taking pictures
Yeah.
and and
Going to
and
the
and the
Nintendo store
dude,
and
yeah, going to the Nintendo store, fucking buying shit. People in fucking Times Square, fucking taking pictures. There's people over there that are set up with like 360 cameras playing Alicia Keys and Jay-Z's New York, right? Or
oh yeah.
Empire State, I think it's called, right? So like just all this stuff going on. Dude, there's
I know
Times
what you're
Square.
talking about. The people that got the platforms up and then the
Yes,
camera. Yeah.
bro. There's Times Square smells like a marijuana melting pot.
Yeah. Now,
Bro,
oh
it's
my God.
fucking
Yeah, yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
There's a fucking store over there, the Daily Green, and it's like right there on the corner of like 48th and 7th. Where you go in
It
there
does
and it's
smell like
like,
just
what do
straight
you
weed
want?
now.
Is they got fucking different types of different strands of weed and gummies and everything you can probably think of in that store. It's just, dude. It was so much fun just to kinda walk around and
Yeah.
see all this stuff. I got to go to Yankee Stadium, which I had not been to since the new stadium opened up, so that was awesome, man. I kinda got to
How'd
geek
you feel?
out
I
over
mean, I
there.
know it's like way after the fact now, but like you and I both, grown up Yankee fans, like
Yeah.
diehard Yankee fans. How did that feel for you seeing the new stadium? Because like Yankee Stadium, the old one had it's like a very nostalgic
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Like so like how like I think and I guess I'll give you what I thought. I liked I love the stadium. I love the history. I love the
Yeah.
stuff. And you and I kind of both got like these like unique experiences of it
Mhm.
in a way. But one of the things that I liked is that it felt like the old one in terms of aesthetic and looks in certain parts felt in place, so it didn't feel it felt like
It didn't feel
it felt like
new.
they just remodeled the old
Right.
one. And so in a lot of ways, I'm gonna sound like one of these old heads. It's like they didn't ruin it. You know what I mean? Like
Right, right.
I felt like good because old Yankee Stadium smelled like piss. Like as much as I loved Yankee Stadium, it was like man, it was a shithole for a stadium.
Yeah.
Like the food was terrible. The actual stadium was falling apart. That stuff. But like the ghost of Yankee Stadium thing. There was something
There's something about that place, man.
fucking incredible about watching a game there, where no
Yeah.
matter what game you felt, they always talked about the ghosts and all that stuff. It was
The
like
ghost is gonna come out.
it felt like that when you were
Yeah.
watching the game there. And so like obviously the new one doesn't have that like mystique. But I felt like aesthetically, much better food, much better everything else, but they kind of preserved I think what made Yankee Stadium, like the way certain things look, the pillars and that kind of thing.
And I love,
Yeah.
man. So like around the stadium, there's pictures of Yankee greats. Obviously inside the stadium, there's so much history to that team. And if you are a Yankee fan, anything from inside of the stadium, we also have there's a Hard Rock Cafe in there, which if you go in there, it's based on not only the Yankees, but then every like New York musician that has thrived. Like,
Yeah.
there's like Jay-Z's in
Mhm.
there and 50 Cent.
Dude, Jay-Z, I don't know if people are aware of this because the Yankee hat is so prevalent now and popular, but
Yeah.
that's because of Jay-Z. The whole NY, think about when you were a kid. People weren't walking around with Yankee hats around all the time. That was a '90s thing that
You
came to
think,
be when
man?
Jay-Z started rocking the Yankee. Yeah, it's like documented that the Yankee cap thing became popular, and especially in hip hop culture because of Jay-Z. And then
See, like
Spike
when I was
Lee
when I
is
when I
also
when I was a
responsible
kid, there
for getting the
was
colors made other than the blue.
so when I was a kid, there was I mean, people was always wearing Yankee hats. I don't remember, like, I don't know if it was maybe as popular because when I was a kid, it was something like in the '80s, they were bad. They were
Right.
bad
No,
during
no,
that
but you can walk
time.
through an airport now in Singapore and see Yankee hats
Yeah,
everywhere, and a lot of that has to. I think Jay-Z's credited with that, with the whole Yankee cap
that
thing.
could be you
It's
could
like
be right,
and
bro.
and 50,
Yeah, you
later
could be
on was
right.
like also synonymous with New York, but
Dude,
like
I also found out, and I gotta pull this up. So that do you know where that Yankee symbol comes from? I just remember this shit now.
Which was the NY?
Yeah, that NY. I need to find this picture so I can freaking tell you, like, so inside of so I had to enter in the stadium through, like, security, right? Because there's no games going on, there's nothing going on. You gotta go into security, and they got tight security there. You gotta run your bag through a fucking metal detector, like, all this shit, right? Like,
Yeah, like airport security kind of thing.
you gotta get a pass, and we had to be escorted, like, through the stadium to get to the Hard Rock, right? So, when we got in sort of the waiting area, there is this plaque by the elevator, and I'll read it to you, and it has the Yankee symbol, the NY. It says, "This insignia was originally struck on a Medal of Honor in 1877 by Tiffany and Company. It was issued to the first New York City police officer shot in the line of duty. The New York Yankees adopted this logo, and it became part of the uniform in 1909." I had no fucking idea.
I didn't know that either, I don't think. Yeah.
So it was struck on a Medal of Honor for a guy that got shot, a police officer that got shot.
And Tiffany made the
And Tiffany put it onto a Medal of Honor, and they adopted it, bro. And it's just like, man, like, again, it was one of those things where I kind of geeked out because I'm a big Yankee fan, and I was there with a guy who was not, but I'm stopping along the hallways, and I'm just taking pictures. So it was awesome.
Yeah,
geeking out on it. So, but awesome time in New York, man. I love going to New York, man. I also saw. I'm driving. We took like a lift to Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. It's obviously been there for like 50 years.
Yeah.
Boricua College.
Oh, really?
I've never heard of this shit, man. Like, what the fuck? I'm not.
We got a college here for San Juan University or some shit like that. We got a campus in Orlando.
This is called Boricua College.
Fuck yeah. In the Bronx, that shit makes so much sense, bro. Hell yeah. So we gotta go look that up to see what they offer, what the curriculum.
Yeah.
I might take some night classes at Boricua College, yo.
Online.
Let's fucking go. I just want to get a master's from Boricua College. Like, where'd you graduate from? Boricua College. Is that our version of an HBCU now?
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
Good, right? And it's in one of these buildings that look very, like, historic.
Oh, okay. In the Bronx?
In the Bronx. I took a picture too, man. If I can find a freaking building, I'll freaking.
No. Where's Yankee Stadium at? I'm trying to think of the. Gosh, what's the line that runs right there in front of Yankee Stadium?
Oh, I don't.
Man, I'm drawing a blank. I could see it, and then anyway, bro, the
building is the American Geographical Society.
No, we just be making up stuff.
No, but at the very bottom,
that's a nice ass. That is a nice.
At the very bottom, this shit says Boricua College.
Yeah,
but it's one of these building. It's one of these like old like historical building. Yeah,
the American Geographical Society. I'm gonna have to look.
But down here, that shit says Boricua College.
That's a fancy ass building, bro. God damn.
I gotta look this shit up, man. I was just like, we were driving through, and I'm going like, what? Like,
yo, y'all want to be the
what is that? Look at
the Carbon Foot Podcast. I'm just saying, we Boricua.
Look, Boricua College, and then had these banners.
Oh shit!
Like these 50-year like banners on this shit, man. So
come to find out, there's gonna be like a frat house for Puerto Rican from NYU.
Somebody out there knows.
Yeah, and they're yelling at their fucking TV right now, or at their radio right now, or your fucking computer, your phone. Goddamn, dude. I know we fucking veered off for a minute, but when you were talking about New York and then the protests, I was in New York in 2023 October when Israel attacked. When Israel dropped the bombs on fucking gosh, I'm gonna get this wrong, and there's somebody yelling at
Palestine.
Yeah, when that whole thing popped off, remember?
With the whole,
yeah, it was 2023, and there were protests there.
Okay,
for that, and a lot of the block, and I was staying. It's kind of in the same area.
Yep.
And there was the streets closed off because there was protests going, obviously, because of that whole thing, and it popped off, bro, and it made me think about. Like, this is why you can't take off. You took off and we're fucking invading countries and all that shit. Like, bro, it made me think about this war thing. Bro, I don't know if you remember back to that time. Netanyahu was on his way out. Like, on his way to prison out. Like,
I don't
he was about to get convicted. He was about to go to jail or get ousted at the very minimum. And then they bomb fucking Palestine, or that whole shit happens, and they get into, and then it's like suddenly everybody just forgot that he was about to get convicted, and and all this shit, and then just
no, I don't
went away. I'm almost positive, bro. We can look that
you're
shit up,
probably right, bro.
but it was like, bro, this guy was on his way to be not only out, but potentially in prison. And now today he is still the leader of Israel, and and I'm not saying I'm pro or against Netanyahu. I don't know enough, bro. I'm fucking retarded.
I don't know.
I'm just saying it just made me think about that time. I remember like the headlines at that time being like Netanyahu, gonna get convicted, blah, blah, yada yada, and then suddenly it's like boom, bombs. And I just vividly remember being in New York and protests are happening, and it was just like, wow, man. And then I'll come full circle today. And I don't know why we're bombing Iran. Like, this feels very much like
this is like a
weapons of mass destruction situation, which tells me we're doing this for Israel, which now I'm like, why the fuck do we care about being buddy-buddy with Israel? And then the conspiracy theorist in me is like, is the Epstein files going to lead us to know? That's the other shit that was happening that I couldn't think of. The Epstein, everybody coming out of Epstein file. I'm like, is that shit tied to this whole thing? Because Epstein, I don't care what nobody say, bro. Epstein was an asset for
somebody,
Israel or America or both, bro. I think that's what we're protecting.
Bro.
I don't think we're protecting the child shit. I think we're protecting the fact that he was a fucking spy asset for either Israel or
I don't think that our government actually cares about if other people are dying in other countries.
No, of course not. We don't care.
Like, but
I think it was the excuse we were going to use of, hey, they're killing protesters. And then they stopped. And we were like, well, that wasn't supposed to happen. You guys weren't supposed to stop that. So, fuck it. We're coming in the middle of the night. We heard y'all meeting, which, by the way, for a country that knows, like, they're on high alert, right? They have to assume, or at least there has to be conversation behind, if not the U.S., Israel is definitely looking to take them out, right? And I think Israel is the one who pulled off the initial bombing and the assassination of the supreme leader or whatever of Iran. And at a very minimum, Israel's trying to do that. The fact that they would all meet at the same place and in a very obvious place is why. It's either like you're arrogant or you really didn't think, maybe there was some shit going on behind the scenes. I know we're constantly in peace talks, quote unquote, with them. Yeah. And I know their prime minister or whatever, that guy was on the news recently going like, when they asked him if there was any chance that we would come to or I guess talk about peace agreements, he said, fuck you. We've been talking about peace agreements and we've been attacked 2 times while we're in the middle of these conversations. So, which I understand. It's like being like, truce. Let's call like, hey, let's put a pause to this shit now until we come up with something, and then we attack you in the middle of the night. Like, again, I don't know enough about it, but that seems to be his sentiment. And so, like,
listen,
it feels weird that you would all gather in that same place.
All I know is that gas went up a whole $1.
Gas
per gallon,
per barrel is the most expensive it's been since 2022.
Yeah, because I think apparently there's like, it's not so much that the supply is gone, is that there's some sort of like waterway that they shut down.
Yeah, the Strait of Hormuz.
Right. And so they have to go around, which obviously you got to use more fuel. So now I've got obviously everything go. And the thing with gas is, man, it's fucking, or oil, when the prices of the barrels of oil goes up, everything goes up. Man. It's fucking your price of eggs,
your AC,
everything.
Bro. Yeah, because it takes that to thing everything, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
and here's the other thing,
manufacture or ship.
China gets oil from Iran. Mm-hmm. China also was getting oil from Venezuela. The 2 places that we decide to go, we about to go in.
Yeah.
So again, like there's I feel like there's bigger shit at play here.
No, for sure.
That we don't
know about.
I don't even
know if I'm pro or against it. Like, I don't even really have an opinion on that. I'm against. I will say, I'm against us putting Americans in the way of harm and getting them killed over shit that we don't know. Like, I think if I send a soldier or anyone in harm's way or anyone sitting at an embassy or anyone, like, I mean, and you serve, right? So you like, check me if I'm wrong on this, right? But if you're serving and you're serving at a base overseas and you're in Qatar and you're in Saudi Arabia and you're whatever, right? And you get bombed, I'd like to think that you would be like, I'd like to know why we're being attacked. The answer can't just be these guys hate America. Like, there's a reason, right? Like, and then if they send you out to go fuck these guys up, there has to be I think a unified reason that you believe in order for you to like. I know they change soldiers to be like, hey, we're pulling off this mission, and the mission is the mission, and that's what we're going after.
Yeah.
But I think there's a for just on a larger scale here. I think you have to believe in what it is that you're doing. I think humans in general, not just a soldier, and so I think us going, none of us can even agree on why we're there. I think already makes it go. I'm like, man, if we're sending, like, I just think about like as a parent now, like if my kid was in the military and they're like, yeah, they're shipping me off to fucking, boots on the ground in
Yeah,
Iran.
it's like,
I'd be
why?
like, why?
Yeah.
You know, like, because I think even they got weapons of mass destruction. To me, it might be after 9/11, right? We were all we were very like patriotic, and we were like,
Yep.
yo, these guys, and we're trying to prevent that. I'm like, I could get behind that. Like, there's something there for me to believe in. Iran is one of those places that has told me my whole life that we should be worried about these guys. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't think about Iran, not never. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and maybe that is the arrogance and the comfort that being an American has afforded me.
Yep.
But I've never once woken up and been like, I wonder what we're doing about Iran today. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I hope we're doing something about Iran. I hope we're checking these guys.
Yeah,
Like, I
and
don't know.
I'll give you my like just my personal opinion, man. And I never served in wartime, so just take this with a grain of salt. I w- there is something to when you're in the military and you're constantly sort of training for war, right?
Yeah.
And then when something pops off, which is when you get orders to go do this, right? Like there is almost like an excitement,
Yeah.
almost like, oh, we're gonna actually go
Sure.
do some
Like you get to
shit.
go put your shit into practice.
Right, we're actually gonna go do some shit. Now, also, again, having not served in war, like, it's very easy for me to go, that was the feeling if we would get called. Now, I may have a different feeling if I'm serving 2 tours
Yeah.
at
You're
this
kicking
place and
doors
the shit.
down in a place that people fucking
Correct.
hate you, and you got
So,
yeah.
like,
It's very different. Yeah.
so I don't think that I would. I think that maybe there's sort of an initial excitement because you're trying to get to put what you are doing day to day into play. But I would also imagine that watching your friends who are really like your family, die,
Yeah.
like that's not fun.
No.
And I think that there would come a time where you would go, why the fuck are we over here?
And I think that's where I'm at, because again, I'm not for or against it. I
Yeah.
think I'm in the space right now where I'm like, all right, well, why? And maybe I'm just ignorant, but like I'm like, because again, and we talked about this a few weeks back. I'd rather be the bully, right, than be the bullied, right? So I'd rather us be kind of like um the ones taking over, fucking Venezuela, doing whatever. Like,
Right.
listen, if I had to live in a country, I'd rather live in a country doing that and not the country getting fucking invaded, or the country
Right.
like thing, right? But there is also this really uh I don't know, is the duality of this. We spend all this money on defense, and I see this like commentary everywhere now, and it's like we've been playing offense for a long fucking time. Like we ain't had a home game in a minute. You know what I mean? Like 9/11 was the last a home game we had,
Right.
and ever since then, bro, we've been on offense for a long fucking time, and we spend a lot of money. I know we call it defense, but it's on offense, and I think to me, like losing one life is too many if I'm not sure about the why. And I think
Right.
that's why I live now in all these conflicts, is like, man, I just want to know the why. Like because then I can feel like, yo, losing a life like of a soldier is never okay, right? Like you'd like to be able to lose none on your side, right? Like in a conflict. But I think what you want to feel like is you want to feel like these people's lives weren't lost in vain. So if it's like there's now it's like all right, are we just buddy buddy with Israel, and Israel wants this done and we're doing this for them, right? Like
Right.
and then it's like, okay, well, why are we doing this for them? Then the conspiracy is like the Epstein file shit is getting wild,
Right.
which pretty much, if you haven't followed the Epstein files at this point, it's basically anyone who is everyone in the world with any type of power who is in a position of government is somehow linked to Jeffrey Epstein, and some of them like to fuck kids. Like that's really much what. There's been 3 million emails leaked, and there are like estimates that say that we only have like a single digit percentage of the emails. Like, so I can only imagine what the ones that
Yeah.
haven't been leaked and what the redacted shit looks like. So I'd like to think that we're not attacking a country in order to like
to distract
us from
people,
that,
right?
But also not it. Like we live in a world now where that's fully fucking possible.
It's very possible.
So I don't.
And whether it's that or like changes, and like there's sort of theories out there of like our banking system changing. Like there's a lot of stuff
Things behind the scenes
that is very possible of just like, okay, well, they just sort of like these things that are going on are distractions for what's really happening.
Bro, I woke up the other day, bro. I saw the jobs report. I saw the price of gas, and I saw the wars we were in. And I had to remind myself that Kamala Harris didn't get elected, bro. Because all this shit's happening right now was all the shit that they said. If you elect Kamala Harris, she will get us into more wars. She will raise the price of gas and all that stuff. Everything will go up. The economy will be fucked. The jobs will be horrible.
Pretty sure Kamala's in office right now.
Yeah. Feels like
and she's wearing a Donald Trump mask.
Yeah. I was like, yo, did Kamala win? And this whole time I've been in a fucking dream. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now, bro? Because this is all the shit that we were told, do not vote for the left because this is what will happen. And now I'm like, well, wait a minute. We're kind of there in a way worse situation than we could have imagined, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's just kind of ironic. And then I go, watching the mental gymnastics of now the people, the hardcore, like, and it's weird, man, because even I've seen people who are hardcore right now, even like a lot of them have even been like, yeah, this is fucking weird. Like, this is not what I voted for. But then there's still some that are gonna die on that hill, right?
Yeah, of course.
And watching the mental gymnastics of them trying to make the excuses or the reasoning, and it's just like, yeah, no, give it up, bro. It doesn't, like, you can't. There's no justification for if you're okay with this. With Team Red, you got to be okay with Team Blue and vice versa. And if you're not okay with it, you got to not be okay with it both sides. It's just,
yeah, man.
It's a weird time, bro.
All right, man. Let's get off.
We even talk about what drink we're having today. We've been so excited because we fucking.
Well, you didn't.
I didn't do the intro, nothing, bro. We've been so excited. What up? What up? See, I forgot what order it's in and everything. God damn it.
Listen, we've been out for a couple of weeks. Yo. Hit him with a drink of the day.
In the spirit of America, goddammit, we calling this the illegal grapefruit. And y'all done seen me refill this probably twice already since you've been on. But we kept it simple. Sean and I trying to get sexy for the summer. So we did a low caloric drink today.
Let's go.
Let's go. So we did 2 ounces of this tequila ocho, which, by the way, for you tequila drinkers, you're probably like yelling at you'll be yelling at your phone, at your car right now, or whatever, your speakers. Tequila Ocho kept coming up. I was doing some research on tequilas and like good tequilas and decent tequilas. And it's the one that kept coming up on every single forum, every single Reddit page, every single tequila website, every single Tequila Ocho, along with a couple other ones. But it was a recurring theme of you got to have Tequila Ocho. The price point's great. It's a good sipper, and that's how Tequila Ocho itself recommends you have their cocktail, their tequila. They want you to sip it. They don't want you to mix it.
Oh, wow, okay.
But everybody's like, yo, if you're making margaritas, you're mixing with anything at home, that's what you pick. A lot of it was because there's no additives. I guess it's just straight tequila, straight agave. It's a single estate agave, which just going down the tequila nerd rabbit hole is like, it's almost like tequila people are as passionate as wine people, where it's like where the grapes and the soil and all that stuff are from. It's like where the agave plant from here is from one place, one estate, one piece of property, harvested at a one specific time. And so there's all these factors that lay into why it's great. But I think the additives being the big one, it was like they don't put anything else in their tequila that's not just the tequila. Gotcha. So anyway, Tequila Ocho, man. So we did 2 ounces of that. We did 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice, an ounce of grapefruit juice, not from concentrate. Do like simply do anything that's natural, real grapefruit juice. So an ounce of that. And then top it off with club soda, and that's it, man. Give it like a half a stir to mix it in. But the initial taste, we were like, oh, it's missing something. And you pointed out that, like, oh, it's the
sugar, man.
And he's so right. When you sip it, you get to have the tequila still. That mixture allows the tequila to shine, but you still get some of the grapefruit. You still get everything else in it. So it's good, man. I like it. And obviously, if you're like on a on a I don't want to call it a diet, but like if you're trying to eat better,
you're watching
and you still want
sugar
to have a
intake and
cocktail.
stuff.
It used to be like vodka soda is probably a healthy thing. A tequila soda is probably a good thing, but this is not bad either. You do a tequila with the ounce of the grapefruit juice and the 3/4 ounce of the lime and the club soda. I think you can have a couple of those a night and you not feel guilty or wake up like shit.
And what do we call this again?
The illegal grapefruit, man, and keeping with the times and keeping with the current state of America.
There's a lot of illegal shit going on.
We could be critical
now.
of America and love it here. I love it here.
Well, speaking of America, man, I'm gonna give my carbon footprint to Stanford Medicine. Two people over there, Helen Blue, and Nidhi Bhutani. There was a Stanford Medicine study that published in the Science.
Wait, what? The last name?
I'm not doing that again.
I think that's the shit you fill your lighters up with.
Bhutani, yeah. Bhutani is what the last name is.
Okay, go ahead.
So they had a study that demonstrated that inhibiting the enzyme 15-PGDH can reverse osteoarthritis by promoting cartilage regeneration in mice and human tissue. So basically, I got arthritis in my pinky.
Yo, put that pinky away, bro.
Look, if y'all can't see it, check it. Look, this one's straight, this one's not.
Ugh.
And I'm like, yo.
Sean Pinky, look, you ever watch an offensive lineman in the NFL and they show you their fucking hands? He showed me a pinky
like
before the pod and I almost left. Yo, that shit looks crazy.
Zoom in, motherfuckers. Listen, I can't wax a car with his hand without hitting something and going into extreme pain.
Your pinky looks like it attended a meeting and he run.
It got bombed.
It got fucking nuked. Why your pinky look like it got beef with Israel? That shit is wild. Bro, I thought I got a ring finger that's fucked up, like it goes the other way.
Yeah.
And I broke it playing flag football.
Oh, yeah. No, this ain't broken.
You said
straight up from nothing. It just started fucking happening. I guess when you turn 50, you should just start happening.
So wait, so that's happened recently?
In the last, say, like 2 years.
So you had a normal.
It was like this one.
And then one day you just noticed it was curved?
No, and then it started to hurt at the joint.
Okay.
And then as I started to, I would touch it, I'd be like, it would kind of hurt if I pressed it.
And it's not broken? Like
nothing,
the tip
bro.
Broken,
no,
nothing?
It's fine, bro. Like I can use, bro. I use it to grip. It's fine. Like I can push. I can pull.
Yeah.
It's this motion. If I can't do that.
So how does that happen?
I don't know. Well, apparently, check out. So the research here indicates that this method repairs the joints without stem cells, and offering a potentially like non-surgical approach to treating this injury-related or age-related arthritis. So I guess whatever like causes this, like this like I guess like a cartilage degeneration.
Yeah.
So this shit regenerates it. So I'm like,
hit us up, Stanford, Bhutani. Who's the other one?
Bhutani. Hold on.
Hit us up.
Hold on. Coming through.
We'll do that shit live on air. Y'all can inject them. We'll have a whole pod. We'll live stream that bitch. And then we'll do what do you call that? Like we'll do lives weekly. We'll post pictures so that way you can see the progress.
Dude, I'm giving them my compliment.
The little pinky that could. God damn it. Let's go. Yo, I can't even hate on that because remember I get a carbon footprint to that company that was fixing hair because I was balding.
Yes.
And I was like, fuck yeah, because I'm hoping they're going to save me one day. So I get it, man. Say, yo, hit us up, Stanford. So what the lady's name again?
Helen Blow, Balblau.
Okay.
And then Nidhi Bhutani.
Nidhi Bhutani. And then I'm going to go with the Blau. With the other one, right? Helen Blau.
Blau.
But anyway, hit us up, Stanford thing. Listen. Y'all smart. We'll fix Sean on air. Let's go.
Boom. Hit me up. I'm ready.
That shit is wild. Get that shit out of my face.
I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna come into your house like this from now on.
Just showing me your. Be like, yo, Juan, I pinky promise.
That's the name of the pod. Fucking pinky promise. Come on, people, come with me. Let's fucking go. Bro, who the hell is Darren Lee?
Yo, bro, have you seen this story with?
I have not.
Oh my God, man! Darren Lee, a former NFL guy. Let me pull up who he used to play for.
Okay.
But Darren Lee, the former NFL player, he recently murdered his ex-NFL. Yeah. For the New York Jets, bro. New York Jets can't catch a break, bro. They catching L's in the offseason, during the season. Oh my God, bro. So Darren Lee, 31, he allegedly sent, I'm going to use allegedly because he hasn't been convicted yet, but he's arrested for the murder of his girlfriend. But it's what he did afterwards that I find a little bit interesting. And also not completely out of the realm of possibility. And I'd like to say that.
So basically, we would probably do the same thing?
Yeah.
All right, hit me. I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Homeboy asked ChatGPT what to do with the body. But it's amazing because I'm going to tell you how he said it. So peep this.
What's the prompt?
The prompt, that's what makes it great. He goes, don't know what to do right now. Fiance, which he spells wrong, did her crazy thing again, and now she's messed up. I wake up and she has 2 swollen eyes. The fact that he goes, her crazy thing again, tells me that you have spoken to ChatGPT about your crazy fiance in the past.
So ChatGPT is already aware.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I'm talking about, right? And then ChatGPT goes, she has 2 swollen eyes, and in parentheses he puts, I didn't do anything, self-inflicted. And then closes the parentheses and goes, she stabbed herself, slit her eye, ? I don't know, but she isn't waking up or responding. What do I do? And that was his prompt to ChatGPT.
Oh my God. And
bro, I want to know what ChatGPT said back.
I was going to say, you don't have that?
No, it just stops it there. Because you know ChatGPT be nice as fuck to you.
Yeah.
ChatGPT's like, you didn't do anything wrong. Take a deep breath.
OpenAI was like, do not
post
what the fuck the answer was.
Yeah. It's like, take a deep breath, Darren. You didn't do anything wrong. As you said, she did her crazy thing again.
Yep.
This is not your fault.
Yep. Dig a 6-foot hole in the backyard. Put her in it.
Make sure local regulations allow for the 6-foot hole.
Yeah. After 10 days, you can apply for a fucking, a cemetery permit.
And here's the link. This motherfucker kills his girlfriend, and then which can't be the first one, won't be the last one.
No,
but also,
man,
this shit is gonna lead to, because remember before on trials they would pull up like people's Google searches.
Oh yeah,
like Casey Anthony had the wild search histories and all that stuff, like in Google, and a lot of like these other murder trials come up because a lot of people like don't realize that what you put on the fucking internet stays there forever.
Yeah, forever. Yeah.
So, which by the way, just asking you here live on air so that people have this. If I die, I want you to delete my history.
I got you.
Yeah. Now, but like this shit. I'm like, man, how many people are gonna get caught because they push some shit in ChatGPT, and or just the amount of hilarious court shows now that will show people's prompts, because the prompts are really where it's at.
No,
it's the funniest shit ever, bro. This guy has misspellings everywhere. He talking to the shit like it's his BFF, and I can't even be critical of that because I talk to ChatGPT like we homies. So, like.
Yeah, I be on the Gemini shit, man.
Yeah. I use that one too, but ChatGPT more.
Yeah, I was gonna say Gemini. Sometimes it's a little too, like, it's almost like it's careful of what it says.
It is. I think that's why I go to Chat. See, ChatGPT is like your ratchet friend. They don't give a fuck, and they'll be like, "We got this."
And you could be like, "Yo, talk to me like you from 104th between first."
Yeah. So ChatGPT is like how you talk to your friends outside of work, and then Gemini is like how you talk to your bosses.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, and then Claude is how you talk on a job interview. Like,
I haven't used that.
Yeah, but Claude does some fancy shit. But which also, man, I don't think we talked about this, but have you seen these? And I don't know how much of them are true, but these studies of between Claude and OpenAI and Gemini and all these things, they've done these drills and these tests of getting them to like do certain things like shut themselves down or commit certain, and how how all of them have responded in a way that's like, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't seen anyone particular to like the ones we just mentioned, but I did see one, and I forget which one it was, but it was like they wanted to sort of shut it down, and it knew, and it was trying to basically manipulate the users by like blackmail
By
and stuff.
blackmailing. Yeah, yeah. It goes like, hey, do this, and then turn yourself off. And it goes, and it pulled up a blackmail about an email about a certain executive in the company.
Yes.
And it was like, hey, if you do that, I'm putting this out. And then they tried to prompt it in a way that it wouldn't. And it said 84% of the time it picked blackmail.
Dude, so
like,
that exact thing, I think where I saw it was on 60 Minutes. And they had the developers on 60 Minutes, and they said, we don't understand why it's doing that.
Yeah, it's thinking.
Like, we don't know why, and like where in the code, like we don't understand why it's doing that.
Well, I think, and again, I'm a fucking ape, so take this with a grain of salt. But from my understanding, right, like my primitive understanding of AI is that it is basically, we think it's thinking is our, I guess our idea of it is that it's thinking. In reality, what it is, it's basically memorized anything and everything that's on the internet, everything that it's been fed. And so it's collating a collection of ideas based on the information that it already has. And so what that tells me, like my theory is that it has inseminated so much data, so much information, and it goes, well, usually when situations like this happen, humans or the subject or whatever it thinks about they go into survival mode, and the survival mode tends to be blackmail, I kill you, I do that, right? And so it has to act upon the options that are available to quote unquote it.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I don't even know that it's thinking. I think it's taking a collection of data and it's going, based on everything I know about how the world works, based on all the information you have fed me, I should blackmail you so you don't do this because I'm gonna pick survival. Because you're gonna be like, bro, the way I think about it, it's like, and I know, I guess this is the concern, is that if you told any of us that, and then you got to go off yourself, we're gonna be like, fuck you. You know what I mean? And so now we're training something to think like us,
Dude,
and we're expecting it to not act like us. You know what I mean? Like,
it's eventually, if it's not already, it's the best of us and the worst of us.
Well, it's it's exactly what it is.
And everything in between.
It's right. It's like, it's only. And this is what, like, because I use it a lot, right? And I've learned that, it's really easy to get the wrong answers, the wrong information, because it's only as good as like the training it gets, right? And so if you correct it once, like even for like my personal one, right, it gets better, right? And it never makes that sort of same mistake again. But to your point, it's taking in everything that is the best of humans and the worst of humans, and but it's still human. And we're going, hey, think like a human being, and then we're expecting it to not think like a human being. But it's like, yo, that's the answer a human being would have given you, and then we're shocked that it's. But the whole idea of the technology is think like a person, just 10 times faster, or not even 10 times. It's just 1,000,000 times faster with unlimited amounts of data, with the knowledge of every single thing that exists at your fingertips. It's like, but also your personality and your morals and your ethics and all that are based on human behavior.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's all it has. So
man.
I'm not shocked, I think, by what it's doing.
Yeah. Dude, let me tell you who's I was looking at this thing, and it was talking about like education, right? We're talking about like ChatGPT and how it has all this information. And it looked at education by state.
Okay.
And like where the most educated Americans reside.
Are you gonna make me make fun of people again? Because I know my state is in the top like 3 to 5. So
let's focus on the bottom 5. In true carbon footprint manner.
Let's fucking go.
We're gonna fucking focus on the bottom 5.
All right.
Number 46.
Okay.
Nevada.
Really? So lowest education, and this includes public education, so universities as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Number 47. Arkansas.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, Arkansas. I'll be forgetting Arkansas is even a thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it is.
The only way I know it because it's Bill Clinton.
Yep, literally, you're right. Anytime I think of Arkansas, I'll be like, oh, we got a president.
And the Razorbacks.
Yeah,
college, right?
Only the years are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
48, Louisiana.
Okay, checks out.
Number 49. Any guesses?
Alabama. Am I right?
I knew you was gonna say no.
No? Oh!
You're wrong.
Mississippi.
Alabama is 43.
Oh, look at y'all, man. My bad, Alabama. I'm
right.
sleeping on y'all. Y'all top 43 in education. My bad. My bad.
49 is Mississippi.
Okay, so Mississippi is 40. Okay, I knew they would be in the bottom too.
The bottom state.
Okay.
What do you think?
Bottom state for education. West Virginia?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. I knew you hills have eyes ass motherfuckers. Let's go.
You just won the $20 sack pyramid.
Yeah. That's because I only know 2 people from West Virginia.
I don't think I know anybody.
Oh, I know 2. And
do I know them?
No.
Okay, good.
No. And they amazing people, nice people, but definitely come from a poorly educated state and poorly educated people and possibly poorly educated family members. So it checks out that West Virginia. Also, what the fuck is in West Virginia?
A mountain?
Yo, anytime you can't have an original name to your state, I'm concerned too. Like, you couldn't even come up with a new name. You had to just be like, yo, what's next door? We're west of that.
It's only them and
It is,
and Dakotas, right?
It is. Well, the Carolinas.
Oh, Carolinas,
right. And it is weird, right? Like the fact that it's so close in proximity to Virginia and the Maryland area, which has very like good education rates and obviously the politicians and all that stuff. So like very educated like demographic, right? Not too far from Jersey, which Jersey has like top 3 educations, if not number 1 in the country.
Keep talking. Let me look.
You know, like Massachusetts is probably if it's not Jersey, it's Massachusetts. Yeah. So like the proximity to that isn't far. So it's really weird that West Virginia is kind of that low because it's not like it's out in the middle of nowhere. You know, like its neighbors are all pretty highly like Pennsylvania is pretty like there's Ivy League schools in Pennsylvania, right? Like it's. I don't know, man. West Virginia does.
Jersey 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's number 1? Massachusetts?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Vermont is 2.
That shit don't count. There's like 4 people.
There's somebody there.
There's 4 people from Vermont. Bernie Sanders.
Maryland's 3.
Okay, so Maryland's 3, and then where's Virginia?
7.
Okay.
And then right next door, they're 50.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It's like a very bizarre.
So I feel like the people of Virginia should invade West Virginia and just take it over.
Yo, West Virginia feels like.
Can you do that?
Yeah, can we just like take over? Y'all clearly don't know what you're doing. I think y'all could beat a bunch of people who have been inbred. Yo, you remember Game of Thrones where they had to protect the wall? I feel like there's got to be a wall in Virginia protecting it from West Virginia, like in Game of Thrones. Remember the North? And they didn't know what it was, and it was just the White Walkers on the other side.
You know, it's pretty bad, man. Alaska, which, I mean, it is, but is not really part of that.
Right.
At least the continental United States.
Right, yeah.
It's 36.
It's 36, so they have a better education.
Right behind Ohio at 35.
God damn. Bro, how Alaska better than.
But bro, the South is pretty bad, man. Like
15 states?
New Mexico, 42. Texas, 41. Oklahoma, 45. And then like Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, all
Florida's 30 what?
21.
Oh, shit.
So
I thought it was gonna be like 33, 34.
Nah. So like Kentucky, West Virginia, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, Louisiana, Oklahoma,
well, Florida,
Texas.
I guess so. Florida is helped tremendously by its university system.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think if
we
took that list and we filtered out university level, I think Florida's bottom 5.
Oh, for their like up to university.
Like public school? Yeah. Like I think if you removed universities, because I think what happens is our public universities are great. Like UF is great, FSU is great,
UCF, let's go.
USF. Yeah. I think our public university systems are good. And so when they're taking this collection of data, they include public universities and they don't include kind of the K through 12. And the K through 12 is really where like, you know, your what do you call it? Like your baseline of education really starts, right? Like your what's your foundation for education starts, right? And so I think Florida gets helped tremendously by the fact that we have a great university system, but our public university system, like K through 12, is fucking garbage. And because I think New Jersey might even be, and New Jersey has helped obviously because it has like Princeton and stuff, it's an Ivy League school. But I think their K through 12 is really, really good. Same thing. Massachusetts is great all around. Massachusetts is great, like K through 12, and then they have like obviously MIT and fucking Harvard and all this stuff. But like, these studies, it's crazy the disparity between if you omit universities. Like I've seen this,
I believe
and it almost flips. Now Alabama and Mississippi are still at the bottom, but the rest of them, the order changes a ton when you omit university level.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, man. Yo, let's talk about this. Did you see the BAFTA Film Awards thing with Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo?
I didn't watch the awards, but I
didn't watch it, but you saw the thing,
I did
right?
see the video.
So
Yeah.
I just gotta talk about this because
Okay.
for those of you who did not see,
you should play a clip of it. That's
I
what
wish
I'm saying.
I wish I have it. I don't have it. You can want to pull it up.
I'll pull it up.
So the 2026 BAFTA Film Awards was on February 22nd, so definitely a couple of weeks behind here. But there was an audience member that involuntarily shouted. He shouted the N-word, right? Like, and I don't know, did he say like nigger, bitch, or some shit like that?
Something like that.
It was like kind of crazy. And so come to find out, the individual's name was John Davison.
Can I play it?
Scottish guy. Yeah, you can play it because they didn't edit it out. Why would we?
Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital.
Oh, they cut it out.
That's whack. They cut it out. See?
Boo.
So, this guy, John Davison, he has Tourette's.
Yeah.
And
he's an activist for Tourette's too.
He is.
That's why he's got like primo seats. Yeah.
So I'm going, so like with this, but he has some sort of special like, and I thought I wrote it down here, but I thought it was like some special like Tourette.
Clorazepam.
It's something. It's what I thought I fucking wrote it down here.
That
man.
is
Maybe I did
so
not.
It's Cloreza something.
It's some kind of special name for it.
So it's basically where you just yell.
Where you yell like obscenities.
Obscenity. Yeah.
But dude, so like, what's the show on TLC with
with Homegirl?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, she's one of my favorite follows on IG, bro.
She's awesome.
She's hilarious. And all she yells are obscenities.
Yes.
She'll be like, "Oh, this is my new shirt. Think suck dick, bitch, man." And then you'll be like, "What?"
but like with this dude, I go, yo, Tourette's is definitely a thing, and obviously this sort of case, this special case of Tourette's is obviously a thing.
Yeah.
He's not the only one that has it. But I go, yo, there's something in your head. So like now, if you're not able to control what comes out of your mouth based on what's in your head.
Yeah. So
like,
you're thinking they're racist and they can't keep it to themselves.
Yes. Yes. Dude, if I got Tourette's.
You don't think the Tourette's makes you yell?
Nah, bro, nah, fuck that shit.
You think you gotta be racist?
Nah, bro. So like, if I got Tourette's, right, and I see like a big-breasted woman coming towards me, and then I just go, take old bitties, right? So I'm going, yo, I can't control the outburst, but it's something that's in my head. Again, I don't have Tourette's, man, and somebody that
maybe it doesn't work that way. Yeah, somebody's
maybe it doesn't work that way, man. But I've seen enough of the chick down TLC.
Oh,
where
she's Braylon. It's Braylon. Fuck, what's the show's name, man?
I was following her for a while on IG.
Braylon Dupree. I'm almost positive.
That sounds right.
Dupree. Yeah, Balin. Sorry, not Braylon. Balin Dupree is her show is funny. And oddly enough, she yells something about big titties all the time.
Yeah. And so I'm just like, dude, like there has to be something in your head. And then I go,
you don't think the Tourette's can make you racist? Like, bro, it's perfectly fine. The Tourette's is racist. It's like if you were schizophrenic and one of your personalities is racist, but you're not. And that's how you know. That's how you know you're having an episode. It's like you suddenly hate black people. You're like, yo, I think I'm starting to have an episode.
Yeah, dude. I'm not saying that. Not saying this guy's racist by any means. I'm just saying, like, we all listen. Shit happens to all of us.
It sounds like you are.
Nah, no, I'm not. But here's what I am saying is that, like, sometimes, like, some shit will happen or whatever. We'll see something and it'll spark something in our heads that we go, yeah, that's inappropriate. Like, I'm not gonna say that.
Right.
And then these folks just can't help it.
Yeah.
So I go, yo, you was thinking it. Something in your mind was fucking thinking
You
it.
were
Bro.
thinking it, and you couldn't keep it from your mouth.
Or you was thinking it, you decided to fucking say it, and you go, that's my Tourette's.
Yo,
I'm about to have Tourette's like
yo, for real, bro. I'm gonna start using that every time, bro. I'm gonna start anytime that if we ever get like hit up about something I said on this episode, I'm gonna be like, bro, Tourette's, man.
Tourette's.
Like, I wasn't trying to say that. It just can't. It is ironic, the timing. And also,
that's what I'm saying.
Did
bro.
he yell any other racist shit when anybody else went up? Cause like, yo, if like the white people went up and he yelled some wild shit, like, or, like if Leonardo DiCaprio's up there accepting an award,
Right.
and he's like yelling out, it was DiCaprio, is Italian? Is he white?
Yeah,
white?
if he's like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna say, bro? Oh, that's my, like, that's in, I agree it's involuntary. I'm just saying that you was thinking that shit.
Oh, Bad Bunny's up there. He calls him Chico Bean or some shit. Oh my God, bro. It is weird because I don't know. Like
I'm not
with
even
you.
saying you should fault him.
I'm with you. You saw him and your brain went.
And you're going like,
Yeah.
not now.
And then they go,
they were like,
that word. Yeah. Bitch. Yo, you saw Michael B. Jordan and you immediately went, fuck this guy. your brain went, fuck this guy.
His movie wasn't even that good.
What is he?
What's funny, he wasn't even.
Y'all gotta go watch an award,
bro.
This shit's so fucking funny, man.
Oh, bro.
I feel bad because I wonder I don't know how those guys felt in the moment. Like, or did they tell you, yo, we got a guy? I would hope that they'd be like, yo, man, because the guy's an activist, right? Like, so it's not like you don't know he's there. The seat that you get, it's not like you're buying that ticket, right? Like, you're placed there.
You're placed there, bro.
Because this is what, the British something awards, right?
It is a British award.
So,
but bro, put him in the back, bro.
No, you should. But I'm saying everybody knows he's there. So at a minimum, you got to be like, yo, man, we put a guy with Tourette's in the front. He's going to yell some wild shit. Just ignore it and keep moving on. Because, like, these guys move on and they don't even acknowledge it.
There was also a fucking 2-hour delay and they didn't even edit that shit out.
Oh, no? What do you mean? They played the award show at a 2-hour delay? Like, people just sitting around for 2 hours?
It's a 2-hour tape delay. That wasn't a live show, bro.
Oh.
So the shit that we all saw and heard.
So when they aired it.
They aired it fucking thing.
They aired it. Oh, well, because it's in the UK. So the UK doesn't, that doesn't mean the same thing to them as it means here.
It doesn't?
I don't think so, because remember,
white
people here.
So why he said it? He's a Scottishman.
Maybe. Is he a Scotsman?
Yeah.
I think it's something in Scotland.
Nah, fuck that shit.
I think Scottish people do use the N-word.
For what?
They have an expression.
A cigarette?
Nah. See, now if I know this, I might be racist. But I have heard some Scottish people in the past. I'm trying. How do I delete?
What's the I'm thinking cigarette because like isn't like fag. That's it.
No, but the Scots don't they say something N-word? Time to refer to something or N-word rigged it to talk about if they do shit ratchetly. Isn't the Scottish the ones that do that?
Fuck,
or is that just old white people?
That was us.
Is it just us? That's what I'm saying.
That was American.
It may not mean nothing. Listen, it may
like
not mean nothing there because they're like
the N-word rigged.
Yeah.
Like I've heard that here.
You have?
Yeah.
You don't think it came from a Scottishman?
I don't know. I heard it here in Florida. So
yeah,
Florida,
we're different.
Yeah, we're different,
bro. Like, fuck, dude. Because I go like to the Brits. Like we made it racist here, right? Like white people invented that word here, and then we made it racist. Like I don't know the context of it over there. I'm stupid, bro. I went to public school in Florida. You saw where we were ranked, bro. You can't. I didn't even go to university here. I lasted like one semester, 1 year at UCF. couldn't even. And then I went to school in Utah. In Utah, I went to an online school in Utah and got educated with a bunch of Mormons. I don't know.
Well, speaking of dumbasses, did you see the Fairmont the Palm, which is a hotel in Dubai?
Oh,
it got hit by
a missile.
like missile debris, I guess is what they
Yeah,
called
okay,
it.
yeah, because something got hit like next door, basically, or they tried to shoot it down, and so they got like fragments of it.
Right. So apparently it's supposed to be like a nice hotel, and Dubai's a nice place.
Oh yeah.
But people started leaving them 1-star reviews, and because of the experience with the missile.
Okay.
So some of the comments were, "I do not recommend a rocket hit our room," or "They should have a missile defense system, 1 star."
Yo, we're so unserious, bro.
Don't recommend it. Just got hit by a missile and was trying to drink my coffee.
Don't recommend.
Yeah. Was not told about Iranian drones hitting my room. Disappointed. 1 star.
Was not told. Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of get it.
No, why?
Yo, first off,
No, bro.
when I saw that other countries were hit, because yo, this is the other layer of this Iran shit. Like, again,
they're like, oh, fuck all your friends.
Not only fuck all your friends,
right,
bro. If you think about conflict in the Middle East, they don't attack each other. There's kind of like a known. There's a rule and like a gentleman's agreement in place, and it's never happened. The Middle Eastern countries don't attack one another, other than Israel and someone.
And
right?
someone else.
If you think about from the beginning of time, you never see the Middle East at war with each other if it's not Israel and someone else, right? It's just been like that for fucking centuries. So there is like a kind of a handshake in between all of them where it's like, we don't fuck with one another. And even in the midst of all this, the UAE and Saudi Arabia and all these guys were like, won't want no beef, like we ain't involved in this shit, like whatever the US and Israel did, like that's on them.
So what you're saying is there's a common denominator.
Possibly. But I think when I saw this, and I say that to say, when that it makes sense, and also it kind of, my initial reaction was, I can't believe that you could hit Dubai with a missile. Was my, and I know it got deflected or whatever, right? But it still got close enough, right? And then I went, well, fuck. They're not expecting to get hit like ever, right? There's this like, I don't want to call it arrogance, but there's a false sense of security, and maybe not false, but there's a sense of security because they all are like, we're cool, like we're good, nobody fucks with each other, right. And so there is really no good explanation for Iran hitting, and I have like my own theories of why I think they did it, but like, it really doesn't make sense because it was like, yo, Israel carried out the attacks. The U.S. kind of supported in those attacks.
Yep.
And so then your beef should be go attack them. But instead, they went after, I think what they did was they went after American targets and American bases in those countries, right, in Qatar and all. But still, you're attacking an ally right next door, right? Like, and so now, if you're Iran, you're surrounded by people who fucking hate you, and the biggest powers in the world hate you, right? So, like, it's not a great strategic move. Like, I'm gonna assume this guy has thought this out, or maybe not. Maybe this is the fucking the pulling of the grenade pin and sitting in the room with the fucking zombies, you know, in I Am Legend, you know. Remember when Will does that shit and he's just like, I'm going out, you guys are all coming with me, kind of thing. Maybe that's this, but it was surprising. Anyway, going back to the hotel review, I was like, how the fuck a hotel in Dubai get hit? Like, y'all don't got missile defense system, all that money in those countries. And
bro, you think they would?
Not that the hotel does, the country. The amount of money that Saudi Arabia and the UAE spend on dumb shit, you don't spend that money on your military defense to like prevent a fucking like
No, they're busy spending it on dope shit.
But even you spend it on, like, you got hit with a missile that isn't even impressive. It wasn't like some new age shit that came from a satellite in space. It was like a Tomahawk missile thrown over the fence, bro. And you couldn't shoot that shit down before it hit something. Like, I think that shit shocked me. So when I saw the hotel reviews, I was like, valid.
You ain't right, man. You're just as bad as these fuckers that out.
Nah, you know what though? In all reality, bro, the Middle East has a lot of countries, especially Saudi Arabia, has put in a lot of work into changing its image, right? Into rehabbing its image in terms of like its standing in the world to try to get tourism.
Yep.
And Dubai, for the last decade plus, has been like a desirable location for people to travel to. It's become like a party location, like a Vegas location, all this stuff. And man, I am very interested to see what this does to that. Like Saudi Arabia has these plans to build all these crazy, you know, like cities of the future and all these like super impressive like F1 tracks and all, and like, so I am really curious to see like what this does to that, because you know, like most people are already, especially if you're a woman, if you're gay, if you're like any type of like, I think a Westerner that's like progressive, you're already a little iffy about traveling to the Middle East. And now I guess the security concerns about something like that are now sort of like, yeah, they're heightened and they're not, I don't want to say proven because this is obviously unprecedented, but
I don't know, but anybody die?
I mean, a lot of people died in Iran.
No, I mean like from the.
No, I think America has lost a couple of soldiers. I don't know if there was that particular attack, but it was definitely in the attacks in some of the American bases. Like they hit American bases in Qatar, they hit American bases in.
But I thought I heard that those bases were already cleared out.
Okay, so but I do know. Last I checked, there was like double-digit Americans that already died in this conflict. Yeah,
don't go into more on that, bro. How you on time, bro?
No, we're an hour 11, man. There was somewhere I was gonna go with that shit a second ago that made me think about, and I lost my train of thought, man, with the whole Middle East thing and Dubai and all that. Yeah, I don't know, but I am curious to see how that whole fucking thing plays out because it became it was like our playground now, or recently, you know, like we were kind of in on it, and then now we're just like, do you think? I guess, do you have a theory as to why we would do this? And like, do you think it's just us helping out a buddy?
No, man. I think it's a distraction for something else. I just don't know what the something else is.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like whenever we go into conflicts, we're being lied to at some level.
Of course, yeah.
And obviously, you know, there's just propaganda that's put out to make us sort of be okay with it. I haven't like the propaganda that's coming out on this just doesn't make any sense. And so I'm kind of waiting to see, like I said, like with the value of the dollar just going just lower and lower and lower. I feel like it's financial. I feel like it's
everything always is, right? Like there's
right.
Always, you follow
the money, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's financial. I don't know if it's going to be something like, you know, changing how our money is, you know, are we changing the crypto? Like, you know, like Trump's sons are into the whole crypto banking.
I think the crypto thing is dead, bro.
No, I don't, bro.
No? Yeah, I think that's just done.
Dude, Bitcoin is, even though it tanked, it tanked to $69,000.
Yeah, but percentage-wise, what is that? It was at like $120,000. Right?
Yeah.
It's tanked.
So you go
50%.
Even if it's half.
Yeah. But that's not nothing, right? And any kind of security, 50% is a mega dip in months, right? Not like years, right? It took months to get there. Also
it also inflated in a very short period of time, right? Like
no, for sure. It just speaks to the volatility of crypto. Because I was a believer in crypto for a while. I think for the same reasons I'm like out on it now, and it's that the powers that be, I think, are all still measured to the US dollar, are all still kind of in the quote unquote like fiat currency. And I think as long as the powers that be are their wealth is sort of dictated by the dollar, I don't think that's going.
Yeah, but how many of these companies are actually like are buying into like buying Bitcoin? Like there's a lot.
There was. I don't think that's happening anymore. I think is the thing. And
but
what's
they
happening
haven't
is
dumped it.
no. And what's happening is I think all the other ones have crashed and burned. Now I believe in the technology behind certain ones like the Ethereum stuff and all that. And I think the blockchain technology will ultimately be like the standard in like banking and all that. I just don't know that we'll be paying ourselves in Bitcoin. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it replaces gold as a standard of measurement.
That's what I mean.
But
I think we're moving towards, and I don't want to say this, it's that, but I think it's something like that. I think there's something else happening. And again, like what you got, like we talked about earlier, like the Epstein files. It's just like all this shit that goes on. It just seems to be like distractions, and I don't know where we end up.
yeah, dude, did you? And I don't know if you saw, but like, so Iran got, obviously they killed their supreme leader. Then someone took over and we killed that guy. And then I think we killed. Did we kill a third guy who took the position?
Oh, is it? I don't know. I just heard that. I just saw that Trump wasn't happy with who they put in.
Yeah, so they killed him, and then
I didn't see that.
They killed some. They definitely killed the first two.
I stopped paying attention, bro.
Bro, but all I have to say is like, yo, no one creates jobs like Americans, bro. Even we even get jobs going overseas. You're welcome.
Yo, not for nothing, bro.
Yo, go on LinkedIn and filter by Iran.
when the economy's bad, fucking wars, bro.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, work for Bush. Work for
dude. Go back in history.
Everybody, bro. Work for Bush 1 and 2. Worked for fucking. I think the only one that didn't really engage in conflict was Clinton, that I could remember. Obama inherited conflict, and then I guess you know. But like, I don't know that.
Yeah, Clinton was
Reagan.
Well, Reagan was like the Cold War.
Yeah,
right. Like like that. The Cold War ended with him.
Cold War ended with Reagan. That's right. The whole tear down this wall thing and all that.
The Germany.
Yeah, and
I have that newspaper, bro.
Yeah.
I have that like the New York Daily News or New York Times or something, man, where they tore down the wall.
Also, we don't have time to get into it in this episode, but if you look at, because I know the current administration is obsessed with like stock market and like the value of whatever. Yeah. And like people will be like, "Hey, we heard your buddies are fucking kids," and then I think the response is like something like, "Oh, the whatever stock market is up the highest it's been," and blah blah blah. And I think the reporter said something like, "Who cares?" And they had like this like frivolous response, like, "Who cares? That's not nothing. Like, what do you mean who cares?" But it's like, it's not who cares that the stock market's high. It's like,
just like that's not part of
we're
what
talking
I'm
about
asking.
People fucking kids,
right.
And you guys are worried about the stock market. Anyway, I say that to say is that if you look back at history, every single administration, it's just the way the stock market has moved. The stock market is always better than the stock market before it. Like we're always
in that
it's always
trajectory.
It's always on an upward trajectory. Like the stock market dips for a little bit, but it doesn't stay there. It's always moving up. It has always done that. And like, if you actually go do the research on how the economics and the economy is moving, all that shit, like it's so opposite of what our like ideas are and what like the propaganda we're fed has led us to believe.
Yep.
Like it's so bizarre, and we don't have time to get into it today, but like it's so weird that I think this current administration is like so desperate for a win that they're yelling out like, "Yeah, but the stock market's high." It's like, and I think for once, man, because normally we put like money before everything, like and we're like, I think a lot of us voted for Trump going, "Yeah, man, this motherfucker's crazy, but we're gonna make money and the economy will be good." I can think that was all of our justifications.
Groceries
right?
are gonna be
Anybody
lower.
I know that voted for Trump, like the justification was, "Yo, this guy's retarded and probably racist, but the stock market's gonna be up and the economy's gonna be good, so I'm gonna let that go." Like, I think all of us are like, we put that ahead of anything else we thought about it because we thought our pockets were gonna be full, right? And so it is interesting to see that in a lot of cases that I would have expected it not to be this way, that we're actually like, no, y'all are fucking kids, and this isn't cool. Like, because we've been sweeping that shit under the rug for so long that it is interesting to see people going like, yeah, I don't care that my 401k's up. Like, what about them kids? Like, are y'all doing anything about that? Like, and then
let it be known, I still want to know my 401k.
Yeah, we know we do, but I think we normally would put that before everything, and it's the first time I have seen. I think of the vast majority of people going like, no, wait a minute. Stop fucking sending the distraction. Like, y'all still ain't answered this. And I think eventually we'll have a podcast on this, but like, all the new shit that's come out, the Epstein stuff and all that. But I think we need to discuss of like, what does that look like in terms of where do we feel like enough was done? Eventually with the Epstein file stuff and those people in those files and like, what does justice look like? Where do we just go, okay, we're willing to let it go? Because bro, if Bill Gates was one of the first names you were willing to give up, I can only imagine what the rest of that list looks like and the bunch of the redacted names and all that stuff.
Yeah, man.
And it seems like anybody who's everybody in the world is attached to that list. And I don't say that to say that all these people are fucking kids. I say that to say that there's a very good reason that these people are protecting Jeffrey Epstein. Very good reason. Protecting him and the relationship to him. And I don't think it has anything to do with the kids.
Yeah.
I think that is horrific and that is terrible and that thing. And I think that is like a sidebar. That is a chapter in the story that is Jeffrey Epstein and his connection to anybody who has power. And I can't wait for that fucking movie to come out when all the information is finally revealed.
And then, bro, when it comes out, it'll be big news for a little while, and then something will overshadow it.
And it won't be like, the stock market's high. Are we going to bomb Iran? This hotel in Dubai didn't even have missile defense systems. Yeah, fuck these guys. And then we'll be talking shit on Google. Yeah, we'll go back to business as usual. But I do think this is the first time that I think
we just want to know. Just get it out.
Well, I think as a collective, whether you're left or right, I think this is what, it's like, there are a few things that get like bipartisan support, right? And it's usually like us being attacked by terrorists. Like 9/11 was the most patriotic time to be here because no matter the race you were, the party you supported, whatever, we were all kind of like, fuck those guys. Whoever those guys were, we were like, fuck those guys. And we were all in. I think this is one of the few issues I've seen in a long time that has like a bipartisan, that like no matter what party you support, we're all kind of like, man, there's something fucked up going on here, and we can't keep just ignoring this shit like we have for a long time. And also, some of the people who had the conspiracy theories, like, and who we thought were wackadoos and fucking crazy, were like, oh goddamn, they were right.
They were right.
Like, and so I think it's like the first time in a long time that something has gotten all of our attention. I just, whether or not we'll do something about it, my gut tells me is that we won't. And to your point, we'll forget,
keep pushing
and we'll move on, and they'll push it.
And then the next person may run on the same thing, where they'll go like, "Oh, well, I'll release them," and then they'll get in, and then somebody will tell them, "Look, bitch, you only here for 4 years. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up." There you go. So
all right, man. On that, tell them where they can find us
at the Car Movement Podcast on IG, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook. All your favorite audio platforms at the Car Movement Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube Podcasts, Geo7, TuneIn, Ghana, Podchaser, Pocket Cast, Audible, Amazon Music. Just go everywhere. Tell your smart device to play us. Tell your pizza man about us. Tell your doctors. Tell your fucking lawyers. Tell your parole officers, whoever y'all talk to on a daily basis, tell them to listen to the Car Movement Podcast. We appreciate you guys listening all the time. I think we were talking before, I'm like, I feel like the tagline of this show is like, we'll talk about shit that's popping the way you guys talk about it in the group chat. So, like, make sure, so that is the best descriptor that I can come up with right now. Just tell your friends to listen to us. And we appreciate you guys keeping it going and keeping the word going, man.
Absolutely. And I got one thing to leave y'all with. I read something that hit me this week and, might resonate with some of you as well. It says, your future is shaped by the habits you repeat, not by the goals you set. Let it marinate. We appreciate you guys. We will see you next week.
See you next week.
Peace.
Peace.